Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, V. It is Wednesday. Yes, I have a ton of shit I gotta do. One thing that I did last night was wash the dishes. I know you're like, wash the dishes? You don't understand. When I wash the dishes, I feel mentally a lot better. I also made my coffee last night, which is why my coffee stuff that I made is in there. I realized, hey, if I make the coffee at night, put all the ingredients in it, put it in my Dunkin' cup, which keeps it all warm for a long ass time. Let's see, I made my coffee at 2, got up at 9. It was still hot. It was hot. It was hot, but it wasn't like burning hot. It was hot enough where I could drink it. That's some fucking good coffee. Because originally I was like, I'll just put ice in it and then and I'll have iced coffee. It'll be fine. Oh, yes, that's what I want. The other thing that has happened is somebody talked about manifesting. And we're going to talk about manifesting. And we're going to talk about the things I'm seeing from this. Now, manifesting is when you say, this is what I want, and you put it out into the universe. For me, I wrote something like years ago. Not years ago. When I say years ago, it was probably 2018 where I said, oh, let me find it so I can read it to you. I didn't find the letter. Because I remember parts of it. I said that I was a background character for the HBO show Euphoria, even though I've never seen the show itself. And I've been questioning why they make, with any teenage show, I often say, why do you need to have sex in it and drugs and all this stuff? I mean, if it's adult situations, why not have actual adults play adults versus, these sexual things that are going on and having adults play children? You have to realize I say children, even though they're teenagers, because anyone who's 30 and under, to me, is a child. That may not be, but that's besides the point. I found two. The first one was April 17th, where I said, my boyfriend is great. He's taller than me. His voice is husky and deep, and he loves to place his head and chin on top of my head when I'm standing. He loves to give hugs. He's in the creative/film industry, and he's loyal. He's athletic, a much better speller than me, likes to eat, he works out, and works to live. He's a hard worker. We have a lot of common. He's currently single. He looks like a young Edward Norton. I was very specific because I said, Prime. Remember Prime Suspect and Fight Club. That was in April 7th of 2020. May 4th of 2020, I wrote, thank you, universe. COVID-19 has gone away. I don't know what happened, but COVID-19 came to an end in November 2020 with a vaccine that worked, which was much needed after the second wave started to die. I thank you again for helping humanity fight back, and for us learning lessons along the way, and such as not being as wasteful, how capitalism is selfish, and how we as Americans and other countries need to lean on each other. I really was hopeful with it. Sometimes this manifestations that I'm reading about, a lot of people write them down like it's important to, have this thing because they're doing this and that and blah, blah, blah. I've written so many manifestations about boyfriends, jobs. I will say the jobs have come out on top. Boyfriends, not so much, but I know why, and I'll explain why. And here's the thing. I'm seeing a lot more people saying, well, if you don't get your manifestation, it's because you're not trying. You're not doing this and that. And to them, I say bullshit. fucking bullshit. Manifesting does take will and everything, but at the same time, you got to do the work. The reason why I got the jobs that I wanted versus the boyfriends is because I actively looked for jobs. The time I was saying, please let me find a job that matches this criteria, I made damn well sure that I went out and I started looking for jobs. I put out resumes. I did all the shit that I needed to do. I didn't sit on my ass and go, I really want a job, but I'm not going to look. Versus boyfriends where I had opportunities to look for them, and I was like, I'm going to stay in the house. Whose fault was that? Mine. Adds to the fact that with manifestation, I put a lot of manifesting stuff out there. And I don't think I should have. What do I mean by I don't think I should have? Well, I'm doing the pausing just for the simple fact I'm trying to figure out when to pause. And I'm also trying to look at you, the audience. I'm also trying to look at you while I pause to go and try to get things ready. I took out the trash. Or rather, I took my trash out because I'm like, as soon as this ends, I have to exercise. I then have to throw the trash away, shower, because I don't want to, It's weird. I need to exercise, then take away the trash while I'm sweaty, then go and shower so I'm clean and there's nothing dirty in my house. Then I leave for work. Yeah, hours change. Okay, that's not the point. The point is, it puts a lot of emphasis on you aren't trying hard enough, which really just reeks to me of not classism. It feels like classism, where it's like you aren't trying hard enough, so therefore the universe won't give it to you, but it'll give it to me. You also have to realize that with some of these things, there's also a bit of luck, large bit of luck that goes into it. And it's just baffling to me that people don't recognize that. They refuse to recognize luck. Luck really will make shit happen. I'm just looking at the paper and I want to know, when do vaccines come out again? Okay, I'm looking December 14th, 2020 is when the US, the first vaccine was given out. Other than that, I was pretty, I really thought we would lean on each other. Bitch, nobody leaned on each other. Americans really said, I don't like being inconvenienced, and I'd rather kill my own mom or whoever else than be inconvenienced by wearing a mask. That's really what happened. And the fact that so many people did not realize this just baffles the mind. Actually, everybody realized that. Everybody realized that. People were willing to kill their own family members. I'm sorry, they were willing to kill strangers that they didn't know. But then when it was their family, they were like, you should take it seriously. I can't believe it. My family member is in a ventilator for months. It's really depressing way to end shit. Oh, here's something to make it a little bit positive. I just remembered that, okay, when I did write up the thing about being on Euphoria, I also said that I would become one of the main characters in Euphoria, which I've never seen again, and that I also would end up on a rom-com, like a movie set where it's rom-com, and I would meet Chris Evans, and he would help me find my future boyfriend. Because we became friends. Bitch, what the fuck shit is that? I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying that sometimes I'll be writing just the weirdest shit because I'm like, yeah, this sounds awesome. Yeah. And I write it down and then I look at it and I go, that's specific. That's weird. That's suspicious. Oh no. I was trying to do Cardi B when I said that. That's specific because she said that's suspicious. That's weird. Anyway, this is the weirdest video ever. What? Fine, I'm gonna manifest this, and I'm saying it. Oh, I also said that I would get I would get like 3 Emmys, 4 Oscars, and 10 Oscar and Emmy nominations for screenwriting and the things I did, as well as being an actress. Now, have I gone forth and acted or written down the plays and the movies that I have in my head, the plot lines? I've written out the plot lines, but I haven't actually done any of the work. So those manifestations, I need to get on the ball. Because if you start, at least you have something versus the person who never started at all. I'm going to let you guys go. This was long as fuck. As always, fuck Tom Brady.